Step by step, how do you trade up to 20 contracts with Apex? I'm going to show you how to set it up with Tradovate. Pulling up Tradovate here, you can see this is the Tradovate platform. My funded Apex accounts right there. You can see basically when there's a PA, that means it's a funded account. Currently, these accounts are up to 162,000. We started at 150,000. There is a trailing drawdown when it comes to Apex, but once you reach a certain level with the $150,000 accounts, once you go above 155,000, your trailing drawdown then stops at 150,100. So now my drawdown never goes higher. It stays at this level, meaning I just have to make sure that I don't go below $150,000 or I'll lose the account. There is no daily loss limit. There is no more trailing drawdown once I go above the buffer. So you can see this is my account right there. You're going to click on this. You're going to go up to the top there and you're going to scroll down bottom. You'll see the live, you see the eval. It says account groups. That's how you set, well, those are the name of my group. So you go down here, you'll see log out, go to replay, and you'll click on manage groups. All right, now that you've clicked manage groups, you'll see the option of like a group name, configure account group. This will pop up. Multiple accounts as my group name, right? Multiple accounts, perfect. Now what's gonna happen is you'll see over here on the right, there's nothing over here on the right. What I will do is I will then start to pull these accounts over. I want to pull over, let's say 4 accounts, because I want 4 accounts to be in my group there, right? I got 4 accounts. They are good to go. Now, what I want to make sure is, number one, with the $150,000 account, I can trade up to 17 contracts. So now that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 accounts, when I go to click, right, I'm going to save that and I'm going to have multi-accounts there. My account group has been successfully saved. I'm going to go out of this now. I'm going to click on the multi-accounts. I want to make sure at the top here, if you see, I want to make sure that it's my account, my multi-accounts, I want to make sure that is pulled up there. So now that that's pulled up, I want to go over here and I'm going to change the amount of contracts that I'm going to trade, right? Because we got 6 right now, but we know that there's a total of 4 accounts that are inside of that group. So I'll click 4 there, boom, we got 4, and now we're living the dream, right? We got 4 there, and if I click buy, if I click sell, it would then initiate 4 contracts there in that account. Let's say I wanna keep adding to this. Let's just say I wanna add, I can add again and click 4 again. That means total that I have 8 contracts total across 4 accounts, so 2 contracts in each account. So each account is only up, what, like $10, $20? Yeah, so $20 per account. And basically, if I keep adding, I can keep adding, and you'll see how I can basically add, you know, all the way till I get to a point where I'm like now sitting there with 60 contracts, right? I got 64 contracts total across 4 accounts. And then when I go to take profit here, I'll just go over here and I can do it a couple different ways, but I just hit the exit market. Now it's going to pull back for this video, but it doesn't really matter. This account's already funded anyway, but let's just see if I take profit over here. And what's interesting too is if you look over here, it'll show you the actual like profit for each of these accounts. So like if we go up, let's say we go up 5 or 6 points, the DOM will show you the individual profit for each account based on the amount of contracts. So actually in this one account right here, not all 4 accounts, I'm up or I'm down 550. So the benefit of doing this is it allows me to spread out my drawdown, right? If I know that I have a $5,000 drawdown, this allows me to spread that out. Now with 4 accounts, I basically have a $20,000 drawdown in total when you have all 4 accounts linked up through the multi-group trading system here. And well, looks like this might not, well, it might pop up. Let's see if it pops up here. So you can see up here, my position shows $2,500 that I'm down. But if you look over here on the side, I'm only really down about $400 in this actual account. If you go here to my account balances, it'll show they're like spread out basically $400, $500 across 4 accounts. So my total P&L across all those 4 accounts is showed up here where it shows the position, but my actual P&L per account is right there, right? So that's my actual P&L per account. And then this is my total P&L with all 4 accounts combined for the group. So the position up here is showing me what my total P&L is for all 4 accounts as one total P&L. And then I can see on the accounts what my actual P&L is per account, being their $500 on that move. So you can see how it basically is spreading out the risk here. So pop it back into the green there. If I click here, let's see if we can get filled above this here. So if I go to click, we're getting filled, and you can see the total profit there on those accounts, 117 on those multiple accounts. So you can see how those 4 accounts, $117 a piece, locking that in there, and bang, 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 bang. The idea, like I said, is you're spreading out the drawdown. So the drawdown spread out. You could trade, 15 contracts total across the 4 accounts. Well, you can't actually trade 15, but if you had 5 accounts, you could trade 15 contracts total. You don't need to go 15 contracts in every single account, right? You don't need to do that. You can spread out the overall risk, and you have to understand the trailing drawdown. So the big thing here to remember is it's all about trailing drawdown, locking in profit. If you're up big on a trade, lock the profit in. You can always re-enter. The trailing drawdown really just hurts you when you try to hold and not take profit. When you're up big and you don't take profit, that's when the trailing drawdown really gets you. If you're up big, take the profit, you can always re-enter on a pullback. And if you're trying to get past through the evaluations with Apex, I would highly suggest just locking in profit, and then re-entering a trade. You can always re-enter. It's okay to re-enter. Let's say you enter a trade and you get a pullback. It's okay to get a little bit of a pullback. What you don't want to do is be entering and then the market goes straight up and then it crashes right back down to where your entry is and then stops you out, because the trailing drawdown is going to keep rising. You got to be careful. Understand the trailing drawdown. Is it a scam? No. The trailing drawdown will stop at a certain level, and once you are above that buffer, you then have a lot more wiggle room and you do not have a daily drawdown. There is no daily drawdown, so you can continue to trade and actually go for some big profits, big size scaling when you don't have that trailing drawdown anymore. So if you guys want to learn more about Apex, check out the link down below. Use the code PW or Patrick Wieland, and well, there it is. I'll talk to you guys later on.